Hi everybody, it's Jenny. I just wanted to talk or to walk you through what I did as far as painting yesterday. So as you can see on the screen, I am kind of removing the paintings that I did whatever session before this, might have been a couple days beforehand, that I painted. I wait for them to completely dry as they kind of soak into the paper. And then take off a little bit of artist tape and then the tracings behind it. Um, I wanted to talk today specifically about affordability in art. Um, One of the reasons I started doing this particular project is because it didn't require a lot of supplies that I didn't have on hand. So it's like the book I found for free, coffee I had access to. I mean, now I don't. I don't no longer work in a coffee shop. I have an adult day job. So I was like, I did have to go buy like 4 shots of espresso, and I just keep them in my fridge and paint with them. Gosh, that was so expensive. It's like $4.50 plus like a tip. Because of course, tip your baristas. God knows we need it. They don't pay baristas a lot. Maybe it's slightly more now. I mean, way back in the day, it was nothing. But I loved it, and I love the people. Um, but yeah, and I was like, there really isn't a lot of supplies in this. I use paintbrushes, I use artist's tape. I think the biggest, most expensive thing you'll see up on the screen in a couple seconds, a little video of my cat on top of my tracing pad. And I was like, that's, I think, the most expensive thing, and I did actually buy it specifically for this project. I mean, I brought it like a lot of years ago. It was maybe $100 now. I think you can get them for 50 at this day and age because I had to go buy a new cord for my or power cord for mine. I think I saw that the other day. And then right here, I'm sorting them between ones that need more layers of painting. So a lot of these are the first layer that I did on them. So they really need more than one. So I only finished two actual ones. Oh, there's my cat Seamus. I only finished two in this particular session. I usually finish more than that, but you know what? It's okay. And then the ones that are, quote unquote unfinished, I need to show that, or I haven't recorded that yet, but I should show you how I decide what kind of image I'm going to trace on kind of first, second, and third, and how I get to that kind of completion point. Um, yeah, but this is just me petting Seamus. He wanted a cuddle break in the middle because of course he did. He's adorable and he's very curious. I would say my other cat named Earl. This is my brown tabby Seamus, and Earl is my gray tabby. Earl's a little bit more curious as far as he will get into a lot of trouble. He will knock stuff over, jump into boxes, and yeah. Oh, but anyways, this is the light pad. I'm guessing the technology has gotten better in light pads. I hope it has. Mine, you can't change the color temperature of the light, so it's pretty blue. I'm not loving that, to be honest, but I don't hate it enough to go buy another. Um, Maybe one day I will. But I think that's the most expensive thing. I mean, I go through a lot of brushes because, again, I work with acidic coffee and tea, and so those kind of destroy brushes pretty quickly. Wish it didn't, but it does. Um, yeah. Oh, look at the cute boy. Just wants cuddle. I'm a cat mom. I need to, yeah. Anyways, but affordability in art. Oh no, I have another side tangent I want to talk about. But oh, look at that cute little face. Um, Also, for people who paint and draw, sometimes a giant white piece of paper is kind of overwhelming. Um, I know back when I was in art school and taking courses, um, especially drawing classes, when they give you like a pencil and like a giant sheet of white paper, I found that incredibly intimidating. Um, so sometimes it's nice to start out with something that has a little something on it. So that's why I love the pages of this book, is because they have this like beautiful writing on it that almost, I think it really accents. If these were paintings on a plain white sheet of paper, I would not find them nearly as interesting as I do when they're on kind of this textbook printed paper. But yeah, here's me painting with a lot of tea today. I was like, I also recorded some in traditional figuring out how to record decent videos, which I have a long way to go. Believe me, I know that. And I was like, I'm working on trying to figure out what to shoot for B-roll, and yeah, we'll figure it out slowly. But I was like, the light pad, the tracing pad, light pad, light, it's not a box, but it used to be light boxes, that I had, if I don't get the camera settings right, it has like a refresh rate that makes it blank, or you know what I mean? Like the line kind of goes up and down the screen. So I was like, I of course recorded like an hour's worth of me working, and makes me a little nauseous to watch. So I will not inflict the 0 people who are watching this to also watch. Yeah, oh, I'm still kind of upset about it. But that's okay. I decided to do another angle, thank God, and I corrected the camera. So yeah, oh, this one took for freaking ever. I was like, what was, I know, I'm watching something or listening to a podcast or YouTube people. Yeah. So I was like, I don't remember what I was doing while I did this. But yeah, I guess my one thing I wanted to say today is that if you're intimidated, you don't think you have the right equipment to do whatever you want to do, I just want to tell you, make it work. It's like, so I spent a lot of my time believing that what I wanted to create wasn't good enough, that my thought process and my concepts weren't good enough. And I would spend a lot of time blaming my equipment and my supplies and my lack of funds, especially in college, and my lack of funds as to why I wasn't making the art that I wanted to make. And that was a load of BS. That was a cop out on my. That was a cop out. I was like, find ways to make what you have work. And if it doesn't work, hey, you tried. And that is a form of success. Trying and failing is better than not trying at all. And I was like, I have tried a lot of different ways of making quote unquote art, which what is art even? And I was like, what makes my art worth other people looking at or watching or anything? I don't know. But my art is good enough. I don't have to explain that to anyone else. It's like maybe one day I will, but right now I don't. I haven't decided to put myself in that kind of art world where I am trying to exhibit and get grants. And I left school thinking that was all I could do with my art degree, and that's not true. That's 100% not true. What I have to do to be an artist is to make something. Whatever it is, your voice is worth it. And just go and try. I guess that's all I really wanted to say today was just go and try to make something. And it's good enough and it's worth it. And your voice is valid and it matters. And sometimes you won't even know why you're doing something, but just go do it. That's really all I can say. And I was like, if I help one person make a piece of art, yay, I've done my job.